is a beautiful morning. I'm so proud of myself this morning. I have not looked at my phone. This is the first time I've turned it on, and I've been up since 5:30, 6 o'clock. I feel how important it is to gather your thoughts. I know there are those of us that must get into the grind, with work outside the home, with school, family, and etc. But if you can get up, give your thanks, mean say your prayers, start with gratitude to the divine for what you have, and make your coffee or your, whatever you want to drink. Have your breakfast, write down your dreams, get yourself ready for the day without the help of any distraction. And that means social media. For me, I put on music. I've got Vince Guaraldi playing in my kitchen on Alexa. I don't say it out loud because she listens to everything I say and she responds. But that's my family's theme music. It has been for years. Sometimes I turn on our local classical station. But this morning I've really, really made the effort and not look at my phone. And I have not done it. And my dog and I just got back from our walk. And I allow the music of nature to inspire me to come in and vibrate with me. My heart. It does it for me. I know not everyone can do this. I know. And you could say, there are those who could say, wow, I don't want to get into all that, okay? I just know this works for me. My kids go off to work, and it's my time to get one with the divine and my work, which is my inner work, my inner healing, and my writing. And I think what I'm going to start doing for you guys is tell my story here, as well as write it. I'm just having, my thoughts. Anyway, I'm just going to start. What age comes to mind when I started really thinking about writing, focusing on me? I was in the 6th grade, 7th grade. How old are you then? 11, 12, 13 maybe? I don't know. But my mother worked at a radio station. It was a country music radio station, and all they could play was country music, which some of it I liked, but some of it I didn't like, and it gave me this feeling in here. It's that whole thing of B.J. Thomas, Play for Me, another sad song about, another somebody done somebody wrong song. Who was it that sang Rose Garden, Loretta Lynn? I don't know. But I'd hear those songs, and they just kind of, and my family was going through tough times because my mother and father were divorcing, and it was a lot. It was just a lot for us. So while you're going through thing as a collective, you're going through your own thing. And I was going through my own thing. I was processing it in a very different way. I wanted to be by myself. I wanted to be alone with my thoughts, and I started writing. And the radio station brought in music other than country. And so I suddenly got to learn about the greats such as Frank Sinatra and Jerry Vale and Tom Jones and Bing Crosby, Engelbert Humperdinck and Jack Jones and Perry Como. I mean, I could name these names. In fact, when I was in school and I grew up and went to my nail school, I would listen to this music and my friends would look at me and like, you like this kind of music? You know, some people call it elevator music, Muzak, easy listening. I don't know. I absolutely love it. It makes my heart sing. I wanted to be a torch singer when I was 12 too. I wanted to sing like Barbra Streisand or Vicky Carr. I mean, I wanted to belt it out. Edie Gourmet, I understand, could sing in Vegas without a microphone. They said her voice was so loud, and that just made me all bristly inside. I thought, oh my God, that's fantastic. But I also wanted to be like Princess Stephanie of Monaco, you know, Princess Grace's daughter. She was beautiful. In fact, I got 17 magazine at that time, and she was in it. And I just thought she was so cool because she was a beautiful woman who I noticed started wearing the t-shirts and jeans with high heels. And I thought that was the coolest thing. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to be that and sing and write, and I got the crazy idea that, you know, looking for someone outside of myself to help make my dreams come true. You know, somebody, you know, a man that had money or that had status that, you know, people looked up to. And I thought that would just be the coolest thing, when all along it was inside of me. I had this strength and the wherewithal inside of me, as do all of you. Everyone does. And I've learned as I've gone along on this journey that I've used this example before. It's like peeling back the layers of an onion. Get rid of things that do not serve you, because you can do things for yourself. You know, it all starts with you. It all starts with making yourself happy. It's wonderful to be with another person that has hopes and dreams, you know, and thoughts and ideas, because you can come together and you can share them. It's when you start to look for that other person to inspire that within you. You put your happiness in someone else's hands. Or as I would tell my children, you have a bicycle to ride. It has places to go. You know, you steer that bike, or say, you drive that car. There are places that you want to go. I mean, really, do you want to hand your keys to somebody and allow them to just take you someplace you don't want to go? Not always. It's fun to go with someone and share, but there comes that time. There's that ultimate pleasure of going where you want to go, riding your bike where you want to ride it. And this is what I tell my kids. Don't give your bike to anyone. And furthermore now, don't give the keys to your car to someone else, or don't give your pen to write, you know, someone else to write your story. Don't give a paintbrush to someone and allow them to paint your life. You can do that. And at my age now, I have finally realized that. And you say, oh my God, if I could go back and redo things, but we can't. And that's when we have to realize that these are lessons. They don't have to be a life sentence. You learn from it, and now you have the chance to move forward in a healthy way, using the lessons that you've learned from the life that you've lived. And so if you are not happy, you have the ability to make yourself happy. And you know, you're not stuck unless you allow the busy mind or, you know, the crazy social media to get you in a place that doesn't belong to you. It's called getting quiet and thinking about what you want to do and what you can inspire other people with, what you can share, because we all have gifts to share, right? Well, I have gifts to share, and I want to share my story, and I just want to get it out, and I hope to help other people who are going through the same thing, and to say you can make it out of the rubble of your earthquake, whatever storm came into your life, and it crumbled, it didn't go the way. Well, I don't believe that anyone's life is perfect. That's what this life is about. We've come here to create a life as we go. And I know I was a lifer. I was one of those who just gave away my car keys, gave away my paintbrush, gave away my writing utensil, gave away, you know, my bicycle, and allowed others to just take me along and wind up in one fine mess. But I got out of it. I had my two beautiful gifts, children. They are what I conjured up. They are what I asked for. I didn't want to have any kids until I was in my 30s. And I said, if I haven't had any by the time I'm 30, well, I'm just going to forget about it. Well, that's unrealistic because you grow and evolve and your heart expands. And I do believe with all of my heart that children make you better. And my children have done that for me. So anyhow, I wanted to write. I wanted to sing like Barbra Streisand, you know, be a church singer. I would draw and paint. I love to color in coloring books. And I love paint by numbers. It's awesome. Anyhow, it's an awesome therapeutic thing. But that's what I wanted to do. And that was how I started out. The music inspired my life. And I fell in love with these guys, these pop crooners. That just makes me so happy when I think about it. And I wanted to be like Princess Monaco, but she had a man on her arm. And I felt like that's what I needed to do. That's what I was supposed to do. And, but it didn't really begin until I was almost 20 years old. I didn't have any boyfriends in school because I was very quiet, very solitary, and, you know, very withdrawn and gone within, and writing about my life and going through my parents' divorce with my parents, and it was not fun. My dad was from North Carolina, and I was raised by a very interesting family. I think he had a couple of brothers and 5 sisters. I'm trying to remember because we weren't close. That's another story in itself too that I need to talk about. My dog is rolling around on the ground here in something unsavory, I'm sure. Anyway, I'm gonna make this short and sweet. Ooh, 1414, that's my number. See it on my time clock. So I'd come home from school and I would write about all these things, and I would listen to this music. And oh, okay, that was my dog. Sorry about that. He decided to roll around and knock my camera over. Anyway, thanks, Eddie. So anyway, I would write about these things, and I would go into my own little world. And it was quite an interesting one. But it kept me in a place because my mom had to work she had to work 2 jobs, and that I was a latchkey kid, so that left me and my 2 sisters by ourselves, you know, to go to school, do our homework, and take care of the house, and then take care of her when she'd come home, dog tired. And excuse me, I think that's my cue. I just got over a cold, and so the cough is lingering. But that would leave us to take care of things. And so we had our ideas. That's my other little dog, and he thinks someone's in there to let him in. My son might be home, I'm not certain. And people are having a blast across the way playing tennis. I love that. It just makes my heart open up. And the bees are flying around, you guys. I am surrounded by incredible nature right now. This will help you. So I will stop my story right there. And I will say to you, if you don't do it, make a habit of doing it. If you can sit outside, if you can go to a local park, if you had some forest or some woods you can walk in, if you have something like that, I would suggest that you go and do it. And turn off your phone. But if you want to turn your phone off, put some soft music on, put nature sounds on while you walk, and just take in God's divine gifts and allow them to marinate and open up your heart space, and think about your story. Think about your life up to this point, and that, you know, the lessons you've learned and what you have to impart, and share it with people. And that's what I'm going to do on this channel. So anyway, I will leave you with that, and I want you guys to have a beautiful Monday today. Do whatever you can to make it so. Even if you're struggling, find some quiet time where you, if you have to sit in a closet and speak to yourself and speak to the divine. Go within and think about a time when you were really happy. Think about whatever makes your heart sing, and let that be your guide, and go with that. Okay? You guys have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.